Okay, these are the caps we carry. These caps, each one of the caps is actually snapback caps, which actually has the names embroidered on the backs. Embroideries we do on some of the sands, we do to match the t-shirts. Each shirt you see right here that actually has a tag. I have a 2-year contract with a manufacturer, Griffin T-shirts. Me and Griffin T-shirts has merged together to actually be one company, and they have a separate company. They have a baggy fit that they send a lot of their T-shirts to the Mississippi area and other than that. The shirts that we're working on right now are actually fashion fit, which is the one I got on right now. So it fits a little bit more slimmer, a little bit tighter in the arms, and a little bit critique in the neck with the brand. Everything that you see on the tag is like this. And if you ever see a tag like this says Griffin, we're partners. So when they sell a t-shirt, I actually get half of it. So that's what happens with that. And as we print up all the t-shirts are printed up here. This is one of the machines that I actually press. This is the manual 686 head. And this one we do is like 250 t-shirts an hour. I have another machine that does 1,000 t-shirts an hour. This is where everything you get manufactured. This is why we set it up in here, so we wouldn't miss a sale that's actually out there on the floor. So if you come in and say, I want a t-shirt, we can actually get your t-shirt ready for you on the same day or within the next business day. So we're trying to set up everything so we wouldn't miss any money. Most stores, when they got their t-shirts like this, if they out of sizes, they out of sizes. If we out of sizes, what we do, we go back here. When you come back here, everything that we do, we already have the screens for it. So all the screens, we just put the screens to the machine, make the t-shirt, and just run it through the dryer, and presto, we get your money.
So it's non-stop then? It's
non-stop. It's a non-stop process. By the end of the week, the whole wall will be filled up with probably orders that people want of different colors. Like if you want to change the color of any shirt, we can change the color of any shirt in a matter of a second.
So like you were saying, man, you went through some things, man, trying to get to this point where you are right here today.
Yeah, I mean, I went in the streets. We went through gang shootings and all that type of thing. We went through the most to try to get here, but the most important part is that this is not a brand that's actually grew overnight. This is a brand that actually saw its benefits to come after 8 years of actually being a brand. So we struggling, we paying bills. After the 8th year, we finally saw a result of profit, you know what I'm saying, or room we can stretch and get our own machinery and actually take control of our prints. So that's the main control, what you want to do. If you're doing any business like this in the print business, you want to be in control of everything you want to do. If you're in the record business, you want to buy all your equipment and make all your beats and make your own studio. Same thing we do with the presses and machines and etc., things like that. So everything is heavily invested to make sure the people of your staff don't have to worry about if they have a job. They have to come to work to worry about how many jobs they have to do. That's the most impressive part of being a boss. It's never acting like a boss, but working better than a worker to let them know that he's doing really boss shit.
That they have sustainability.
Exactly. So if they see you working like that, they're going to try to outbeat you. You're not going to be working better than your worker. And then if you were working better than your worker, what's the point of you having a worker?
True that.
You got to do all the work.
So if you was to sit down and have a conversation with a person like Warren Buffett, do you think you guys have a lot in common?
I think we would, but I know there's a lot to learn on his side, because when you got money like his, you really wouldn't be talking, you would be listening. You know what I'm saying? Because right now I'm learning to be a good listener and not a talker. So I think if he asked me my side, he wouldn't be able to relate to the side that what I come from. I would probably have to catch up on the relation of his side by just listening by ear. But the conversation would be great, though. It'd be iconic.
So how do you feel about just to ask you, man, how you feel about the presidential election, man, with Donald Trump right now?
I think that right now, I don't think we should be focusing on him being as president, because that's something we can't control. I think right now, us as Latinos, Mexicanos, Negros, which is black and Espanol, we should be focusing on keeping our money up under the brown skin umbrella. Because right now we can't control what the political side do. We can only control what our spending do. And our spending is to keep our money in our own families, which would be great. Who cares about the political side? You can't control that. They already got their mind made up who they gonna fund, who they not gonna fund. So we got to learn how to fund ourselves. and take control of our own communities. And if we're not doing that right now, we're going to lose later.
And that's why you're doing what you do right now.
That's what I'm doing right now, and that's why I'm trying to employ. Get my majority of my employees that I'm trying to do is either black, Mexican. Yeah, I deal with some whites and etc. But that's cool. But my main majority is trying to get my own people together before I try to get others together first.
And that's going to be your legacy right there.
That's my legacy right there. Because we really messed up by thinking that either overnight success is going to come, or we kind of messed up by thinking that we don't see the importance of a black business or a Latino business or a Mexican business actually being in business. So if we support each other, we ain't got to worry about what they worried about because we already in control. That's my main focus. So, to Donald Trump people, fuck y'all.
All right, this is Moneski. We here with a new episode. We're in the cut. We here with my man Edward Art at his location here in River Oaks. What's up, baby boy? It's good to have you, baby boy. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for having us in your cut, man. You know what I'm saying?
Welcome,
you know what I'm saying?
More than welcome.
You know what I'm saying? Had to come out, show some love.
I super appreciate it.
Just going to ask a couple questions, you know what I'm saying? Let people know what's going on, you know what I'm saying, with the shop. I mean, you started out from the kiosk, moved into the shop. You know what I'm saying?
It actually goes a little further than that, though.
Well,
it started from the streets.
See, that's what I want you to
tell. From the streets to Trunk, from 63rd, the Inglewood area, from 63rd to the flea market, from the flea market to 119th and Western, from 119th and Western to the kiosk, to the store.
See,
so
that's
a long travel.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want people to. That's what I want people to know about the struggle, the hustle,
right.
the long day, the long nights. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of those.
So, because I mean, you embody a business mogul, man. I mean, whether it's your clothing line or your business practices, what advice do you have to others that's trying to do what you do?
I just ask them to just be patient because this is no overnight success. If it was easy, anybody would be doing it right now. So nobody's really doing it the way I'm doing it right now because it's a struggle to actually try to find out the different avenues of actually getting to where we are to right now. So just be patient and trust me. If it was easy, I wouldn't want it.
Everybody be doing it.
Everybody would be doing it.
So how long have you actually been involved in, the fashion concept? Because like you said, I mean, you go back.
Yeah, I was in the fashion concept for 12 years, and in 12 years I've been in the business. What happened was I did 6 months as an internship for Anthony Mason.
Oh,
Rest
really?
in peace, Anthony Mason, yeah. He had a shop on 18th on Canal.
Oh,
and I did a 6 months intern, no pay, no traveling fees, no none of that. And I learned all the equipment from there. And actually started coming up and watching everything that they was doing around that shop and actually made it happen.
So what did you take from those small days of back then on the hustle and the grind? And what did you take from those days and to bring to where you are today? What did you take from then to basically embody where you are today?
Well, what happens is that it's a crossover. It's a crossover from street life to business.
Right.
So when you're in a street life so long, you're so busy doing things in a lot of gangster ways.
Right.
And sometimes I learned from the street life that in business you have to turn your gangster down to actually cross over to the business field. Mm-hmm. So the street part of it, I manipulated the street life into the numbers I did in street life and put them to the legal life and made them make sense.
Right. So how do you decide what brand or how to take your image and brand and to do, how do you decide which avenue that you want to go, you know what I'm saying, as far as how do you decide, like, I mean, even with, the underwear line that you have now, I mean, how did you decide to go that way and, to say, I want to go this way with this brand and slap my name on here and give it a shot and see what happens? How did you decide that?
Well, most of the decisions come from people in the circle of the fashion industry in Chicago that's not doing it.
Okay.
Nobody has a manufacturing deal whereby they manufacture their own T-shirts. I do that. Nobody's doing their own underwear. I do that. Nobody else is doing a number of things that actually what I'm doing. Nobody's really stores in the mall. I do that. nobody's really taking a lot of risk. So where I see there's not a lot of risk, I see reward. So I take the risk and I get the rewards. But it's just not an overnight success, though.
So you go ahead on and take the shot.
I just don't care.
You go ahead on and take the shot.
I go on and take the shot.
Yeah.
I take the shot. I don't care.
Like they say, you take the shot. Yeah.
Let's go.
So it sounds like you give yourself almost the best investment advice. Because I was about to ask you, what's the best investment advice that you've ever received?
Just trial and error. I mean, you can't lose. I mean, you can't die with nothing that you're trying to invest in. That's first of all.
Right.
And I don't think that God put us, not one of us, on this earth to be average.
Right.
If you wake up in the morning, you're above average, because the day before that, somebody didn't wake up. So I think that you should give it your all on every day. And I mean, it's a gamble. Life is a gamble. Place your bet.
Right.
I just place all my bets on everything I do.
Now, let's see here. Many entrepreneurs give away their wealth, you know what I'm saying, and as far as the donations and things such as that. Now, what do you want your legacy to be?
I want my legacy to be from the younger generations that they're not boxed in. A lot of the younger generation think that it's over. At the age of 21, you don't know the fast streets of downtown yet. How's it over? You ain't even learned nothing yet.
Right.
This is a company that actually started at the age of 36, at my age. I'm 47, 48.
Right.
So how is it that it's over? This company started at 36, bro. We didn't see the benefits of this company until 8 years later. So it's never over. I just want them to just not thinking that they just boxed up in that circle, that life has options.
And that you just have to just go ahead on and just pursue them.
You got to get out of that little box you're in. You know what I'm saying? You're going 4 blocks east, west, south, north. You got to go 10, 12, 15.
Go outside.
Go town to town. Yeah, you have to go outside.
Right. You like I say, you sound like a man who's never ever stayed boxed in. And if you were, and if someone tried to box you in, you basically was like, I'm gonna beat the size of the box I get up out of it.
I'm not settling. I can't settle.
I got this piece that I do. It's called Regular Everyday People.
Okay.
Basically, just answer the questions to the best of your ability. They're just basic questions.
Let's go.
What's the first thing you do when you wake up?
Pray.
What's your favorite sports team?
UFC. I don't watch basketball. I don't watch football. I don't watch. It's on the UFC and hockey.
UFC and hockey.
Yeah.
Hot or cold?
Hot.
What's your favorite shoes of all time?
Air Max 95s.
Air Max 95s. All right. So, what's your favorite lounge drink?
Right now I'm drinking wine, Cabernet.
Okay.
I switched from regular wine to Cabernet because of the sugar.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, just as a question, if you were stranded on an island for a whole year and you had 3 albums, what would they be?
NWA, Dr. Dre, and Michael Jackson.
Nice. Now, if you could have a superpower, what would it be?
Disappear.
Just to be able to disappear.
I want to disappear.
You want to disappear the instant?
You just get to talking some ignorant stuff. I'm disappear. I'm out of there. I'm gone.
I'm gone. Right.
I'm here. I'll be over there next year. Because if you disappear, you can go not from town to town, to state to state.
Yeah, true that.
That's the best advantages of that.
True that.
Not only that, I can disappear from here into a bank, take what I want, and then disappear back out.
Opportunist.
Right.
Hey, I could dig that. Trust me. Now here on this part right here, just fill in the blank.
Okay.
I always wake up. What?
Grateful.
If I could work with anybody dead or alive, I would want to work with.
Phyllis Hyman. I know a lot of you young guys don't know about Phyllis Hyman, but I would love to work with Phyllis Hyman.
That's a great right there. She was a great. If I could see anyone perform dead or alive, I would like to see.
couldn't sign it.
She was a great.
Her voice was amazing.
I look for blank in a woman.
I look for blank in a woman. I look for hustle.
Hustle and flow.
I look for hustle and flow.
If I wasn't a boss, I'd be a
Super boss. I can't go under.
right. I feel that. I'm Edward Art, and I'm a
I'm Edward Art, and I am history.
history.
I'm a part of history.
All right, in a real way, man. Tell the people where they can find you at, man.
You can find me in River Oaks Mall at store C30. I'm located right across from the food court. Saturdays and Sundays you can find me in the flea market. I still do the flea market in Alsa at booth 259. You can find me on Instagram at Edward Art on Instagram, Edward Art on Facebook, Edward Art on all the social sites. And you can come from Monday through Friday, you can find me here live.
We're going to put it up right there for you fellas. People, there it is right there. Check it out.
Don't give up.
You hear the man right there. He said, don't give up.
Nobody gives a fuck about your dreams but you. Don't give up.
You heard the man. Don't give up.
No black man got his own underwear but me. Let's go. Next Black Calvin Klein. Let's go.
There it is.